how to say no to drugs. The problem with drugs is, now we should first understand why people want to become unconscious, or even why do they go to drugs, or why you watch a series. How to say no to drugs, or how to protect children from going into drugs. We should understand that not only children, even adults go into intoxication, maybe any compulsive habit, just to cut themselves off from the reality. Let us understand why we get involved in a television series or a Netflix series. I just do not know what to do, and when I watch the series, it gives me a sense of pleasantness. Is the series real? No. But it is giving me a sense of pleasantness, and it is filling my time. Even adolescents, college students, they find study stressful and they say, when I relax, I'll watch a series. Now, when you watch a series, please understand, they get hypnotized. And whatever information is passed on goes inside deep. That is one aspect of it. Powerful training is given by series, movie directors and actors and actresses, we know that. But basically, we involve into a series because we do not know how to structure the time. That is number one. Now what happens? I'll watch a series, I don't get that kick or that pleasantness. They start with alcohol. What happens in alcohol? Again, it's the same. You keep drinking to an extent where you become unconscious. Now, alcohol is a social symbol, status symbol. It is approved. What happens? Using a shortcut mechanism, I am using alcohol to gain power. Yes, I feel powerful when I drink alcohol. I feel powerful when I go and say to my friends that I am also watching this series. Yes or no? It happens. Now, when you associate these processes with a sense of power and a sense of belonging to something imaginary, which in reality is not, this slowly moves into drugs. Because one, in films they show drugs. Even though they show the side effect of it, you are planting the seed there. Now you can't stop it. You can't stop it. Now it has moved into drugs. The problem with drugs is they damage the brain more than alcohol will damage. Alcohol damages the brain more than social media can damage. Yes. When you keep continuously watching series, when you continuously keep scrolling through ads or whatever, it's a damage. You get angry, yes or no? You get involved in social media, you get involved in some messages, you get involved with some whatever. When somebody comes and disturbs, you get angry because you're completely gone there, lost. You're lost, you're unconscious, and you cut off yourself from reality and you're building a new reality. Same thing happens in a more intense form in drugs, but the damage is more there. Now, if you take the approach like what we use for alcohol or I would say smoking, today you go to a theater, first thing they show all those harmful effects of nicotine and alcohol, surgery, gory faces and surgery. But what people do? They watch it, they joke about it, and then they come out and smoke and they drink. Correct? So it's not going to stop because you're planting it. Now we should first understand why people want to become unconscious. Why do they want to cut off from the current reality? The current reality is stressful. The human mind will not accept. When we say you suffer today, you work hard today, you undergo pain today, so tomorrow you will be better. No, it is not going to accept it. Because that's what it says, no? That's what people say. You study well now, you work hard, life will become very pleasurable later. You'll be very happy and powerful. So you start imagining power later. You may start imagining you'll become happy later. But the human mind will not accept it. It wants it today. It wants it today. First and foremost thing, if we should do, which is very important today, which I normally keep saying, is, especially to parents, is please understand what is more important today is emotional balance than anything else. Because parents come and say to me, I worked very hard only for my children, but now they have become like this. I never thought it will happen like that. It happens. Everything is done only for them, but they don't understand. It's not going to work. Why it will not work? Unless otherwise we teach them a way to be happy today. It's not going to work. Now, how to be happy today? Happiness starts from the body. Yes or no? You can think about anything. Why people take alcohol? Why do we eat more sweet food, more chocolates? Or even why do they go to drugs? Or why you watch a series? Because pleasantness is created inside the body. You feel so happy, you feel so joyful, and you are in an imaginary world. Its happiness is inside the body. So you start with the body. And to start with the body, we should, I'm telling we should, unless from an early age, people are taught methods, practices, with which they can be happy with their own internality by their own nature. It is very difficult to stop compulsive habits, whatever be the habit. Drug is one end of it. Yes, you can take pledges, you can talk to them about all the ill effects. They are all, I would say, stopgap mechanisms which are needed. It is important. You should teach them. You do all the training. But will that be sufficient? Very difficult. Because the mind is already there. It has already been planted in the mind. You have media where people in the US, there is a huge propaganda there to say that I'll make marijuana legal because it cures, it takes you to levels. There are a lot of other practices where they use the drug and they say, I will become spiritual, I will go to other realms, I will travel to other dimensions and all. There are a lot of narratives built around it. But they do not know that all these drugs break the energy system. They break the energy. You lose energy. When I say energy, you lose consciousness because the energy seal gets broken and you just don't know, you lose control of everything that happens in your life. You'll get lost. Now, can you say all this to adolescents or teenagers or even adults who are working or studying? No. You can say, they'll say, yes, okay. Then some 10 friends will call them, come, we'll go for a party. If they say no, they will say, what nonsense, you go there. Things happen. Now, the only way is parents have to get involved in the process. You should spend time, invest time to ensure that the right practices are built from an early age so that the body is happy, mind is pleasant by their own nature. Once a person knows what is happiness by their own internality, even if you eat food which is not conducive to the body, you will feel the shift in energy. Body will start reacting and you will not want to do it. And this can be cultivated. It's a long-term process, but this is very important because you cannot stop anything today. You cannot say, I will not give a mobile phone to my child. Can you say? You can't say. Because he goes out, he'll chat with his friend's mobile phone. You can't say no. So it's not possible. Technology is there everywhere. Now, to make right use of technology and to maintain my own emotional balance, I need to enter into certain practices which will keep me emotionally balanced. The key takeaway is, yes, you need short-term solutions, like I would say teaching them this, that, do's and don'ts, not to enter, all side effects, that's all okay. But what is more important is building a robust internal energy system where even if they get one thought which will disturb their energy, unconsciously it should just be rejected. It will take some time. But to stay away from unhealthy food, to stay away from unhealthy stuff in television, to stay away from social media, it's easy if you build with a proper energy system, for which the parent should be involved in it. You cannot say, I am all good, teach it to my child, which is what most parents take. They say, I am all good, you just teach it to him. No, it's not going to work. Because he will ask you. In turn, he may not ask you, but he will think, oh, he is sitting and watching television and he is asking me to do this work. It's not going to happen. It is very important that we get involved in the process fully, be with the children and do the work. So as a family, as a society, as a school, we give prime importance to building emotional balance. That is very important. I'm telling you today because whatever you study now may become irrelevant in 5 years' time. Which means whatever be the situation in the future, however technology evolves, if I'm emotionally balanced, resilient, if I have the spirit of winning and making it, I can tide over any situation. But if I focus only on learning 1, 2, 3, 4, tomorrow 1, 2, 3, 4 is not important, 99, 100, 101 is important, what will we do? Again, that's what is happening today. You learn something in college, you come out of college, you go to the company, you learn something there, you do something, suddenly somebody comes and says, take this course, take this course, take this course. All these course takers are making more money, but not the person. On the other hand, if emotional balance is built, if the child can find his strength, his skill, his inherent quality, because any skill is on demand today. Any skill, even to talk properly, is a good skill. If you talk well, there is market for you. Right? So, any skill can tide over, can take you through any technological change, any future, provided there is emotional balance, there is inner courage, inner confidence. That is something which we should build, and that cannot be built through books or thinking or motivational talks. They can be built with proper practice. Thank you.